Good day everyone, my name is Lucelyn Danag and a student of Bachelor in Arts and Communication 3rd year. Today, I'll be reporting or discuss about the 6.1 which is the major interactions among species. Let us define first the definition about the major interactions among species. Organisms live within ecological community is defined as the assemblage of populations of at least two different and indirectly within defined geographic area. These major types of interactions can be classified into 5, but actually there are 6 major types of interactions, namely competition, predation, herbivory, mutualism, commensalism, and lastly is the parasitism. The first type of interaction is competition. So competition is defined as the interaction of individuals that vie for a common resource that is in limited supply. It can also be defined as the direct or indirect interactions of organisms that leads to a change in fitness when the organisms share the same resource. Example of this is when two organisms are fighting for each other in hunting for foods and in order to survive in a specific area where they live. The second type of interaction is the predation. Predation requires one individual, the predator, to kill and eat another individual, which is considered as the prey. Example that we can see on the slide is the cat and the mouse. So since it is already understood that the predator and the prey is very common interactions among species, this picture shows an example, the second interactions among species, which is predation. Actually, there are many types of or different kinds of examples about predation, but here are provided only an example which shows the predator and the prey, which is the cat and the mouse. The third type of interactions among species is the herbivory. So herbivory, it is one individual feeds on all part of a photosynthetic organism. So when they say herbivore from the root word herbs, it is understandable that it talks about photosynthetic organisms like plants and grass. Example of this that you can see on the picture attached on in these slides is the carabao and the grass. Another type of interactions among species is called the mutualism. So mutualism is defined as a symbiotic interactions where both individuals benefit from their relationship. Examples that we can see on these slides is plants and the sun. This type of interactions can also be considered as the give and take relationship, in which that plants get energy from the sun and in exchange the plants also give oxygen, which is also needed by the living organisms to survive. And oxygen that comes from the plants are also beneficial to the ozone layer. Next type of interaction is called the parasitism. It occurs when one individual, the parasite, benefits from other individuals, which is called the host, while harming the host in the process. From the root word parasites, typically it is an organisms that live and feed of the living host. So there are common types of parasitic worms that infect humans and are not visible to the naked eye. These type of organisms can't get or feed. If these types of organisms can't be fed by the living host, it may invade a person's body and damage or different organs that might result to a very infectious disease if it gets worse. The last type of interaction is called the Commensalism. So this type of interactions vary or occurs individual benefits while the other is neither help nor harm. Example is orchids that grows in the trunk of trees. This picture shows the last type of interaction, which is called the commensalism. So in this type of interactions, one organisms can only benefit can benefit the relationship while the other can harm. As we can see, orchids can only get benefit from the trunk of trees, while trees can't get benefits from the relationship. This type of interaction is similar or in the fourth type of interaction, which is called the parasitism. But the difference between the two is that in the commensalism relationship, one organism benefits but the other is unaffected. While in parasitism relationship, one species is benefited while the other is harmed completely or partially. Photos attached in every slides are owned by the reporter. This video was created to show you how to make a PowerPoint presentation using avatar and digital art. As you can see, there is informations that are stated in every slides and are based on scientific studies and not mine. However, I don't have any intentions to own it, and this is just for educational purpose only. That's all with my report. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it, and God bless us everyone.